Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Glass Seats. This is Viddy.
And my name is Mrinal, and in this episode, we are visiting the mountains of Colorado.
Oh, yes.
Doing better than the last time we talked about them.
Yeah. We were talking about how much basically Georgiev was not cutting it. And
Still true.
still true to an extent. The thing is, they have Cale Makar,
Yeah.
who is now leading the league in points because defensemen do that now.
And Nate McKinnon, who's right behind him.
Yeah, 2 points behind him because Nate McKinnon is Nate McKinnon. That deal is already looking like a steal.
Yeah. He
Like-
just does this.
Yeah, everyone
Especially
was
with
like,
the context of Draisaitl signing for 14.
exactly. Everyone was like, wow, 12.6. He's like getting paid more than McDavid. I'm like, now it almost seems like a bargain.
Yeah.
And-
Because Draisaitl got 14, which means McDavid's going to get like 15.
Yeah, I mean, if McKinnon got like signed today or extended today, it would be 15, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Which
It's
I
got to
think
be.
is NHL max this year. It's
Yeah,
15.
yeah, which is just unreal. He's the man's just been taking team-friendly deals his entire life, and he's getting paid double digits. So
Well, still Crosby getting 8.7.
yeah,
but-
yeah, and he was taking up like a good 15% of cap
Yeah.
back in 08, 09, something like crazy like that. But yeah, so today we're talking about two players that are making their presence known in Denver. Kaapo Kähkönen, who's claimed off of waivers from Winnipeg, and the nuke Valeri Nichushkin, coming back from his suspension, and hopefully will be able to play games soon.
Yeah. We don't know. It's
We
all
don't
very
know.
murky, right? All
Yeah.
we know is that they're in Denver.
Right.
So Kähkönen was claimed off of waivers from the Winnipeg Jets.
Yes.
And he's practicing with the team.
Yeah.
Whether he makes his debut or not, that's up to the coach, how he does in practice.
I guess it's up to Georgiev, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were coaching the Avs here, are you putting him in?
I'm gonna watch how he does in practice for sure.
Okay.
And then kind of see from there, because I don't think the Georgiev struggles are over just yet,
Yeah.
honestly.
And Ananen has been okay.
He's been okay.
I guess.
He's been good for a backup.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So
it's
I
hard
guess
to
there's
say.
no real need to put Kähkönen in.
Yeah,
but-
it is hard to say. But yeah, I'm going to keep a good eye out on practice. So,
Well, we'll see.
yeah.
But I guess the most interesting player here is Nichushkin.
Right, of course. Yeah.
He is still in the NHLPA Players Assistance Program, which is where he left the Avalanche during the playoffs last year to go do.
Yeah.
He's still in that. He's not practicing with the team. He's working out on his own, just in Denver, reportedly.
Of course. Yeah.
So, I mean, my question for you is, do the Avs have any patience for Nichushkin?
I don't think they have a choice because they extended him, right? Like he's on the books in terms of cap hit and stuff.
Buy him out.
Already? I mean, he's pretty early on into that deal. I think he's only like a couple years in.
But as long as he's in the assistance program, he's not on the books, right?
Right. So he did sign an 8-year deal, $49 million. And that was after they won the cup in 2022.
So he's 2 years in, 3 years
Yeah.
in.
So that's a fat buyout.
Yeah.
That's not a cheap buyout by any means. And considering their cup window is open right now, is that the smartest thing to do?
Well, if
I
he's
feel
not
like-
playing.
Well, yeah, he's not. If he's not playing, sure, but like, he's talented. Let's not cut. Like, let's be real here. He is talented. He's like one of their best scorers, and until a couple games ago, Colorado needed that.
I guess, yeah. That was the other thing I was going to get to. If Colorado started out well, this is not a conversation.
This is not a conversation. Yeah,
They're not bothering with him, right?
yeah. I would be shocked if they did. I don't know how many chances you can give the guy.
Yeah.
And it's not like he, it's not like he had his struggles and like dipped at a let's call it a convenient time.
Yeah, he left in the playoffs.
He left in the middle of the fucking playoffs 2 years in a row. And
Yeah.
like, you don't think that fucked up the locker room chemistry? It did. It definitely did.
Which is why, like, why would you turn to him now?
Mhm.
If he's let you down in your critical moments, why would you turn to him now?
Right. And the reason I say you have to turn to him is because you need offense. Let's be real. You need offense here.
There's other places to get offense.
Sure, there is. But like, are you dealing with that buyout? I'm not.
Okay.
That's a fat buy.
Then
Yeah.
why is, like, I'm sure they've done what they can to get, like, Mikko Rantanen going
Of course,
and all
yeah.
those other things,
He's
right?
due for a contract next year.
But, like, there's waiver claims, there's trades you can make. Why would you go to Nichushkin, of all people?
I mean, so if the intent is to already dump him, why even have him back in Denver? Why even like kind of communicate with him at all? Like,
That's what I'm asking. Why?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, like,
Why bother?
so you're saying just cut it off, make it clean, just done.
Like, I mean, if you were expecting this guy to, dip out in the playoffs again. And, I mean this by no ill will toward Nichushkin. I hope he gets help for whatever he's going through.
Yeah.
But if you are running the Avs, isn't this a very risky play?
Of course. Absolutely.
And is it worth the risk? Because, I mean, yes, you did start it off well, but you're on a 3-game win streak now.
Yeah.
And yes, it's off the back of Makar and McKinnon.
Yes.
But, you're going to expect Landeskog to come back. He's supposed to come back this year. Mm-hmm. Branton is going to get going eventually. You have other pieces.
Yeah. So the thing is, what I could possibly see happening is they have him back. They kind of show that, hey, he's still this elite offensive guy. And then kind of maybe see if they can strike a trade where they might lose a little bit in terms of, because obviously he's got the history of whatever. But strike a trade with the GM. Not saying they're going to send him to the Oilers because it seems like that's always ends up being the place. But like send him to a team and see if they can get something back in return, because I understand where Colorado's coming from. They can't take this risk anymore when you have basically Bobby Orr on your team.
They're bringing him back to trade him.
I could see that.
Not to play with the Avs.
I could see that happening.
Okay.
Because you got, I mean, what if he hasn't played in 6 months, right?
Yeah.
So like, what if he comes back and he's just a shell of the player he is, right?
Maybe a trade to a certain Orange team for a certain Gibson.
Okay.
Gibson has been rumored. Well, to be fair,
isn't he injured, or he's still recovering from his surgery?
Still recovering, but it was a appendicotomy, so it's not like he can't play.
Not life threatening. Yeah.
But what was I saying? Every goalie on a bad team has been rumored to the Avs. Let's be real. It's been Gibson. It's been Mackenzie Blackwood. Mm-hmm. Now they got Kakkonen. Mm-hmm. But now I didn't even think about the possibility of trading him. Yeah. Can you check? Does he have a no trade clause?
Valeri?
Yeah.
It does include a no movement clause that runs through June 2025. So this year,
he would have to accept a trade.
He would have to accept a trade, which that might be a tough one, but next year, that opens it up. So maybe are they going to see like, hey, this guy, we're going to take a chance on this guy. We're going to have to take a chance on this guy. And at that point, if the third time, if he bails on the playoffs, then at that point, the writing's on the wall, right? So at that point, you can expect him to never come back in Avalanche uniform. So
I was expecting that this time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's again, it's not my place to talk about personal struggles and what he's going through personally, but like again, he is a very talented player. It's just it's going to be difficult for the Avalanche to have trust in this guy, for his teammates to have trust in this guy. It just sounds like they're kind of strapped here. Like they don't really have a choice, right? He has a no movement clause. It's a tough buyout to make. Mm. What are you supposed to do realistically? It's gonna be hard to say,
I guess. Yeah. So, what do you think Avs fans feel about this?
I feel like they're probably exactly like how this podcast is going right now. Like half of them are hate his guts and be like, get rid of him. Don't ever like let him wear the A again. Mm-hmm. And then other people are like, what are we supposed to like? This is a business. He's on a contract, right?
Yeah.
Like we have to do something here.
Because when it was announced that he would not be playing in the playoffs, there was a lot of the negativity in Avs fan spaces online, at least,
and rightfully so. This is the second year in a row that he's fucked them at the worst time possible, right? Like, so. Yeah, again, everyone goes through stuff, but like the timing is terrible, and so I don't know. At this point, like how far are you willing to go with your trust in someone?
Yeah. See, that's the thing is, everybody wants him to get better,
of course.
So you're only going to play him when you feel like he says, "Yes, I'm better." Mm-hmm. But you did that once, and you either relapsed or you lied. Yeah. Right. So now it's hairy when you say, "I'm better."
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So what I could see possibly happening is like he has 2 strikes.
Yeah.
He's going to be on a short leash. Well, we all know that. People are going to be being management, teammates, I don't know, probably going to be watching for just keeping an eye out on him a little bit more stricter. And I feel like maybe as that trust rebuilds, maybe they'll have something going and maybe it can lead up to something. Because the reason I want to say is that the Avalanche aren't willing to part ways with him is because he was such a big contributor in the 2022 Cup run. Yeah. Like he was a big part of that.
Last year's regular season, he was really good.
He was very good, yeah. And so you're losing a hell of a player if that happens. But at the same time,
if he's not there in the critical time, then what does it
matter, right?
Yeah.
So
if you have Connor McDavid from game 1 to 82 and then not in the playoffs,
what's the point? Yeah, what is the point? Like, it's just, this is one of the most not black and white situations I've ever seen a GM have to deal with. So I don't know. It's going to be tough, but I don't know if there's necessarily a right answer right now.
Well, we will see. The Avs are starting to look better, but they have cup aspirations here.
Yeah, especially when you have world-class players like Rantanen, McKinnon, Makar.
Yeah.
Hopefully Landeskog comes back at some point.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, let us know your thoughts on the Colorado Avalanche in the comments below. Hit like if you like this episode. Hit subscribe if you want more Glass Seats. We have multiple episodes out every week, and we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.